All right, the next fight we have, and as I say, I don't know if this is in order. Actually, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain it's not in order. But anyway, we've got Zarah Fairn versus Josieane Nunes. This fight is a bit of a shit show, man. Like low-level women's MMA, this is it. I know we've got a 7-1 fighter in Josieane Nunes here, but she's not a great fighter, guys. She's not a great fighter at all. So, look, man, I'm not going to spend too long on this fight. Zarah Fairn obviously has been fighting up at 145 pounds. She's dropping down to 135 pounds for this fight. She did fight Felicia Spencer, who recently fought for the title at 145. Before that, she fought Megan Anderson, who also just fought for the title, 145 pounds. So if you want to talk about step down in competition, this is a huge step down in competition. This is an infinite step down in competition, and we have Zarah's nickname Infinite, so it's kind of a little bit poetic there. I mean, not really, but I'm probably just forcing the poetic there. But anyway, what I'm saying is this is a huge step down in competition for Zarah Fairn, but I don't think Zarah Fairn is very good. So even though she's stepping down in competition, I don't think she's stepping down below her. I think she's stepping down to her level of competition, in my opinion. I think both of these girls are very similar in the levels they are at the moment, in the ceilings they have. Obviously, Nunes is quite a bit younger. She's actually 7 years younger, so that is a little bit significant. I think Zarah Fairn is going to be, she's fought at 145 pounds, so maybe she'll be a bit bigger. I think she's definitely taller. I don't have any stats for Nunes' height and reach here, but I'm pretty sure Fairn's going to be a little bit taller. But Nunes is an absolute bull. So what Fairn likes to do is stay on the outside and pick her opponents apart from range. She has nice straight striking, I should say. I don't think her striking is anything special, but her straightness of her strikes are very good. She's very well trained. You can see she throws straights, jabs, straights right down the pipe. She won't really throw too many looping shots, hooks, uppercuts, overhands. She mainly sticks to the jabs, the 1-2 crosses, the step back cross. She'll throw a couple of kicks in there, some leg kicks, but she's not very high level. On the other hand, Josieane Nunes is completely the opposite. So she will come in and throw huge looping hands over the top, try and knock you out. And she's got quite a few knockouts on her record, man. It's funny though, because when you watch her fights, they're very sloppy, and she looks like that. She's not bossing the fight. She's fighting fighters who are low level, man. I saw her fight a fighter who was 0-1, and it was so scrappy. I mean, no one was really outrightly winning it. And then she did manage to get the knockout. I will give her something. She manages to get the knockout. So, a lot of times in the second round, she doesn't weather a storm, but she's able to grind through the sloppiness, the back and forth sloppiness fights that she's involved in. And then she kind of just, the war of attrition, she wins it because she's a bull who doesn't stop, and she ends up getting TKO KOs. And she has done that in a lot of her fights. And to be honest, I think that's live in this fight, man. I feel like Nunes is probably going to get picked apart a little bit. She'll probably get jabbed by Zarah Fairn. Fairn's going to have some success. But as this fight goes on, I feel like Nunes is going to get closer and closer to Fairn's chin. And Nunes has definitely the power advantage, in my opinion. So I feel like Nunes could overwhelm Fairn at some point. I see it going like a lot of the fights I've seen of Nunes's. Now, I will say that this is probably a step up in competition for Nunes, and that's saying something when she's fighting the 6-4 Zarah Fairn, right? But, as I say, 2 of them losses, you kind of got to give her the benefit of the doubt. So, look, I'm not going to spend too long on this. I could see anything happening. It's a bit of a shit show of a fight. Fairn's got decent power as well. She probably could hit Nunes on the button, but I just feel like Nunes' tenacious attitude and her bull-like pressure is probably going to end up breaking Zarah Fairn at some point. And I do see this fight probably ending inside the distance, probably with a Nunes TKO in round 2. So final prediction, Josieane Nunes to get the TKO in round 2. But, man, I'd say stay away from this fight.